We're on part 2 of 2 of the founding members of Alpha Flight. In part 1 we talked about Guardian, Northstar, Aurora, and Snowbird. And now we're talking about Puck, Shaman, Sasquatch, and Marrina. Puck, or Eugenne Judd, is named after a hockey puck, because Canadian hockey. Despite his long-running time on the team, he hasn't actually really done much. The character has dwarfism and is actually one of the very few comic book characters who does have that. But it's never really explored, instead it's turned to tasteless jokes, and in my opinion, kinda insensitive. He does have a daughter who has become the new Puck, but she also hasn't really done anything. He has also recently made a team called Gamma Flight, which already does exist in comics before he made that team, but this is his version of Gamma Flight that he is leading. But like I said, he hasn't really done much with that team either. Overall, I think Puck is kind of being wasted. I do think the character does have something there, I really do, but no one's really utilizing it, and I don't think it's not really being explored. I think his whole thing with his daughter could be a really interesting idea to play with how his daughter is raised without him really being in her life, etc. But no one seems to really care that much. Shaman. I've mentioned this before, but I'm Native American, and when I say that, I don't mean I'm 1 or 2%, or even 10%. I mean I'm legitimately Native American. And this character is created to be a racist stereotype. But, and this is a big but, after more or less racist writers, okay, I wouldn't say they're racist. I'm not saying that they're racist. I'm just saying they're a lot less, they were not as educated, and they didn't realize what they were doing. I appreciate the effort, as I think this back then would probably have been seen as diverse. But nowadays, it's definitely not. But, like I said, I appreciate the effort to incorporate a Native American character at all. Same thing with Apache Chief. I really dislike Apache Chief because, it's a racist stereotype. But I still appreciate the effort to incorporate a Native American character at all. Shaman AKA Michael Twoyoungmen became a much better character over time. And instead, he's just a Marvel sorcerer, instead of being the racist witch doctor stereotype. Instead, was an actual shaman, which is a doctor that is well with herbs, not magic. But his magic does come from being a sorcerer. Has nothing to do with him being a shaman. He's just a shaman who happens to be a sorcerer. I also really like his relationship with his daughter. Yes, he also has a daughter. I don't know what's going on with Alpha Flight. A lot of them have daughters. I find his powers just visually stunning with the green and orange magic, which some really good artists have been able to make it look just really pop when it's on panel, with how it spirals around him, how he blasts it, how he uses it. It's just really cool looking. And I think this character has a lot of potential to be good representation, up there with characters like Echo Warpath. Overall, I really like Shaman nowadays. And I think his character, genuinely, in my opinion at least, has definitely improved over time, and definitely is one of those characters who has a very slow burn evolution, but it was worth it, because we're now in a place where I think Shaman has genuinely become a good character. Sasquatch, Furry Hulk, who is a character I really dislike. I'll be honest, he's probably my least favorite Alpha Flight member. Overall, not even founding member, just member overall. I'm really sorry if you like Sasquatch, but I personally just really don't. I think he's way too much like the Hulk. He's literally just the Hulk, but furry. His name is a reference to the Canadian Bigfoot. Sasquatch is similar to a lot of other characters who are either already talked about, as he was also a part of the team Carol led, along with Aurora and Puck. And last but not, well, I would say not least, but she in a way kind of is. I do like her more than Sasquatch, I'll be honest, but I still don't think she has appeared enough to exactly say she's above Sasquatch, and that is Marrina, or Marrina. I don't know how to pronounce her name, I'm sorry. She's a really weird one. I don't know why she exists, as she's the only character on the original team who isn't a Canadian stereotype. She's an alien that was sent to Earth and raised as an Atlantean, but would be marry Namor only to be turned into a monster by Green Goblin, forcing Namor to kill her. I'm not sure if there's a Canadian stereotype in there, we're all aliens who were sent to Earth to be Atlanteans. Is that a stereotype? I wouldn't know. She never was a real character, instead she was just written as a plot device. And that's a way to end a video. Out of all the characters, I'd say Northstar's top tier, while Aurora, Snowbird, and Shaman are great characters that in my opinion deserve more to do, but unfortunately are kind of stuck where they are. While Guardian, Puck, Sasquatch, and Marrina are characters who are either just knockoffs, insensitive jokes, or plot devices, but of course opinions vary. There's a lot of characters who weren't founding members I really like I mentioned Heather, but there's also Talesman, Pathway, Diamond Lil, and of course Lev Wolverine and Carol Danvers. But they aren't founding members, so I couldn't talk about them. And that's it. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!